the terrible wonders I have come to know.
Well, welcome back to the Venture Estate. The town remains abuzz, as is usual. Our fellow Lily here is rapturous with 54 stress, but I don't think it's that wise to send him on a mission in that state. So we'll have to take a look at that. Other folk we have at the ready are here. But it seems, Saloon, what's wrong with you? Oh yes, a lot of things are wrong with you. Have to toss you into the healing department. A Lily can make do, but let's see. Yeah, we can have an additional medical ward slot
The front
so that
line
we
of this
can...
war is not in the dungeon, but rather inside the mind.
So get rid of her vampiric spirits, and since Gilpin's got on guard, quick draw and all that, I think we are keeping him. Get rid of his lethargy. And then Warbaron would have tetanus, but they can make do. Lots of these heroes don't necessarily need stress healing, but Lily we are going to be tossing into the flagellation. We could reduce the treatment costs too, which we are going to be
A
doing.
little hope, however desperate, is never without worth.
And now then, who's over there on the stagecoach? I have all of these already, so I'll have to say no. What's going on over in the blacksmith? Yeah, we'll need armor smithing next, so if we could get some of the deeds, that's the word, deeds out of the missions, that would be grand. So let's see what we can do. The Swine Prince offers us Martyr's Seal for fighting at Death's Door, Death Blow Resist and maximum health without bad sides. Looks good, but it's hard to tell if it'll be worth more than simply that maximum HP. Since we sure are not keeping our folk at the Death's Door, even if that would grant them immense buffs, since we could lose them. What do we have here then? Gathering grain sacks. More debuffs, chance and resist. Not really my thing. This is plus crit, plus stress, less virtue chance. I don't think that's value. That's dodge and move resist. Here we have additional speed for Vestals with less stun chance, but since they are mostly going to be healing anyhow, that sounds like something that gives us a good share of deeds, so we're going to be having Reynold out there, I'm quite sure. Then could consider bringing Meuls with us. So why are we keeping Meuls around? I don't actually know. Why did I hire you again? We got Reynold. And while Reynold might be a kleptomaniac, he still has some good things here. A god-fearing kleptomaniac at that. Which we cannot heal as of yet, so he'll reduce the value we get out of the mission, but still. He's got a good weapon, he's got good things here. Do we have anything to exchange that for? No, we really don't. Well, we are taking Reynold, which will lock out Voghan, as unfortunate as it is. Then since Saloon is getting treated, we are probably going to be taking Ficamp as our healer. And they can take the third or the fourth spot. Ross is a bit too powerful for this. And now we need to fill those 2 other slots. Venoi should be able to come with us. And Reynold can easily take that spot for themselves. And now we need someone for the final spot. Warbadon. Would you consider joining us? Or Mozart? So you got not much against this, so yeah, we are going to be taking Mozart on the 3rd spot. Now we could take a look at your people's skills at the guild before we go. Let's see here. Venoi, you are going to be having... Well, these skills you are going to be using on the mission at the very least, so those are for you. And I've heard good things about Yarp, so I'm teaching it to you. And for the last thing... Yeah, damage buff won't be too bad, but I'm not sure if I should drop in the money yet, since it's only 2% and 1 accuracy. Anyway, this 1 more healing. Then Reynold, you should be... I've seen what shuffling the party can do, so you are going to be carrying Holy Lands from now on. And that's going to be instead of your Zealous Accusation. Then Mozart. It's unfortunate that you do as much bleeding as you do, but... And we cannot really use marks on this mission. So... You get 1% more crit and more damage with beast and marked. I guess I can upgrade that. This isn't going to be of much use since those things don't really bleed over there in the ruins. Less protection is always usable, and then self-healing is appreciated with such an unpredictable healer like him. But we'll give him more potential for the heals that he throws out. And why not grant them additional power against targets? Yeah, sure. That should be good enough, I do believe. It's a medium-length mission. Do we have good camping skills here? Well, we have Zealous Speech and Stand Tall, as well as Encourage. Therapy Dogs, good. Scouting Chance, could be good. And we don't have anything to prevent a nighttime ambush. Could we get anything like that? Well, there is Zealous Vigil. Anything else? Hound's Watch. Yeah, Mozart, you are going to be getting Hound's Watch. With the amount of nighttime ambushes I've been getting.
Alone in the woods or tunnels, survival is the same. Prepare, persist, and overcome.
There we go. And now, let's head on out, won't we? So we got dog treats and holy water. We'll be needing a bit of food. I trust that will carry you. How many meals is that? 6. So it's 4 meals. Yeah, it should do, especially since we can take just a half meal on firewood if need be. Then we'll be needing torches, which I do believe this to be a solid amount of. 10. It's 250 units of light all in all. 3 shovels should do the job, as should 3 skeleton keys. I'll purchase an extra copy of holy water just in case, and I'm thinking that would be about it. Some bandages for good measure.
The fiends must be driven back. And what better place to begin than the seat of our noble line?
So we got to complete 100% of room battles, and we got 2 room battles just heading north, so we could well start with them. Just to make sure I got the right thing selected, don't I? Almost made a mistake already. Good, I caught myself. Yup, that looks to be it. So we can gather these when we are coming back with a bit less light, I think. I'm going to be heading in this light with the torches high. So let's see what we can and cannot do. It's not good to have stress on the already stressed fellow right off the bat, but at least they are not focusing it solely on him. So let's begin with a healthy Iron Sworn on one of the stress dealers, and completely miss that. Well, let's start bothering the other with the bleed. And the artillery closes the game out on the first one, which is good. And now we are getting that tempting goblet fellow in a difficult spot. But let's see here, we have a good chance at stunning either of them, and since health damage is not really of that much concern. Yeah, about the chances. Probably Reynolds should be healing stress right now if we cannot reach the Courtyard easily. Or can we? And we reached it. That's a good one. And then, since you bleed, let's sick the hound on you. So you're rending our Hellion. She's going to be fine. And your clumsy strike's not even going to hit. So now we might be getting to the healing of stress part. Does that take care of it? No, not yet. But you won't have another attack. So I'll just stun the Lodo, yeah? Put some heals over there. It was a fair attempt at the very least. Less stress for the healer. Well, try healing the Crusader. That worked out. And let's start beating on the skeleton here. We've almost got them.
Great is the weapon that cuts on its own.
But we did get another stress heal out from Reynold by playing for a little bit more time.
The match is struck.
So this is looking much better now. So your speed is 5, whereas your speed is 5. You would be acting on 6. We could try leaving it up to Reynold. Just so we can get another heal out. You just don't want to heal the Hellion, is that it? You don't like her?
Give them
Well,
no
okay, I guess. To each their own. But I personally would have preferred you do that. I mean, she is sort of a tribal, and you have made it clear that you like civilized people, but that's still no reason to be doing that, having that sort of behavior. Right, so let's try this Iron Sworn opener again.
Another abomination, cleansed from
Went
our
better than the
lands.
last time at the very least. So right now she's slowly starting to actually be hurting. So it would be good if you could actually heal for any this time. Much better, Fecamp. Appreciate it. And we could put a stun on this fellow or this one so they don't move our Hellion about. So that's more stress on the occultist, but we are on positives compared to the last time. Let's see if the soldier can take a hit from the Hellion. They just barely can, but we can get the 1 damage in with Hounds. We can't, since it hits for 0. Let's not speak of that. So it has done what it does already, but... whatever.
Executed with impunity.
We hit. We killed it. Let's not speak of that ever again. So that's more stress, and we should be... ah, dearie me. Okay, put this. We killed the killing blow. It
Maintain
would.
the offensive.
So now let's get to the stress healing and stuff. Maybe this time about we won't be having that much trouble. Maybe this time. Alright, that's pretty much healed by now, but won't hurt to drop a
The
bit
blood
more.
pumps. The limbs obey.
Do you shuffle us? You do, just barely, but you do. We could... yeah, we'll help that situation for a while longer, since they are
The way
almost at
is lit.
40.
The path is clear.
And now
We
let's try to
require
finish
only
this
the
before we
strength to
start getting
follow it.
stressed for toying with our food.
Confidence surges as the enemy crumbles.
Oh, well... we are only figuratively
trifling
eating
victory,
them, since they
but a
are
victory
undead,
nonetheless.
and... yeah, let's not go to that. So you are now Ruins Tactician, which means you do more damage in the ruins. That is good. I appreciate that. So let's first of all eat, so we can get slots and start rummaging through these things. I only got a limited amount of torches, and there's a fair bit of rooms ahead, so might as well not go for the boosts yet. So here we have an altar, 30 versus 30. Well, let's drop some holy water here. It was an HP heal in addition to that, so yeah, it was worth to give it for the Hellion.
Finding the stuff is only the first test.
I would love to
Now
say
it must
something,
be
but I
carried
won't be
home.
jinxing it until the negative sides happen, so... Next we are facing a battle... Brigands. Know something I don't like? Brigands.
Eradicated.
So let's get rid of them, shall we? You ain't going to be dealing damage. Okay, you might get a blanket fire off, but this time it's not going to be killing anyone. I'm still not enjoying the fact that that case happened. Right, so you could finish them off.
Continue the onslaught. Destroy them.
Anyone need
all.
healing? Well, the Houndmaster could use some. And we are better off leaving this fight than we were entering it. How are you the last?
Obliterated.
Oh well. You did get the kill, so no hard feelings.
Foolish horrors. Brought low and driven into the mud.
This has valuables for holy water. Might as well. Lots of different gems, I see. I do think this also used holy water, some such. So what did we have on our people? Reynold, take a look in it. Oh well. Hero's history was seen, yeah, about that. Didn't you know that in the Crusaders' background story, they went to war, and after having killed so many people, when they finally returned to their family, wife and children, that being, they just couldn't handle going back and turned away.
Fiend.
A sad story, I'll have to say. A friend of mine pointed out that these people indeed do have stories behind them,
As the fiend falls,
available in comic
a faint
form,
hope blossoms.
which I had been missing for quite some time. Should really look into them, shouldn't I? But now we have... We could clear the corpses, but thus far they've been stepping on each other's toes by swapping places and being unable to use their useful attacks, so we could instead just drop a weakening curse on the one that does more damage. Not kill them outright, hopefully, so that we can get some benefit out of them being unable to manage their actions efficiently. So see, they are using Stumbling Scratch and they're doing Clumsy Axe Blade and swapping slots between each other. But well, fun. Time to end this little fun. Since who would want to have fun anyway? Such a terrible concept. This is Darkest Dungeon, we are supposed to be miserable. Right, so that guy should be playing dead pretty soon, but let's hasten it a bit. The
These
blood.
nightmarish creatures can be felled. They can be beaten.
Well, we can
As
just
the
burn
light
the
gains
torches.
purchase, spirits are lifted, and purpose is made clear.
We'll probably be camping there or there, depending on the battles. And we won't necessarily be returning all the way over here. Yeah, let's not be too greedy about it. Otherwise we'll just forget. More blood and gold. Okay, Reynold, this better not be something good.
A fortune.
A journal
to be
page.
spent.
Well, we don't really have space to be carrying that about. Hunger strikes, and you will be fed. This room should not have a battle in it. But since we do not know about this room, let's head onward. Well, I was already saying that's an empty hallway. Oh, nothing. Serves you right. Here we have a battle. I might as well fight it this way. Almost. We can finish them off with abyssal artillery. It's getting dark. I can deal with it being dark. Now let's weaken that one a bit. Awfully reddish like this, almost like the walls themselves were bleeding or something. Oi, don't hit Reynold that hard. We cannot heal them on this round since we are doing this. Oh well, he can stun the... both have similar resistances, so let's say that guy. So we don't get bleed effects on us. And we miss with the hound. How great.
Back to the
Let's take that damage out then. Now you're pushing him around, are you? Well, be healed for what that's worth. And surprise! You haven't invited your own doom.
Destroyed.
Suddenly the Crusader knows how to handle situations like that. So teaching that skill has been of some use. Let's try and get another heal out for Reynold before we go. Unfortunate resist, but such are things sometimes. So let's see here. We can either lance ourselves forward or use the Inspiring Cry. We'll probably be Inspiring Foe. Grants more torch, unfortunately, but we can always snuff it out if we want to. Right,
Seize this momentum. Push on to the
medicinal
task's end.
herbs, not really much use. Movestone. Feh. So let's see, shadowy plus loot, dark plus loot. And then the final one would be pitch black.
Secrets
or
and
black
wonders
as
can be
pitch.
found in the most tenebrous corners of this place.
So let's see what do we have here. Absolutely bloody nothing. More hunger. Well, this is getting slightly awkward, I'll have to say. We might actually run out. And let's grant ourselves a bit of the torch for this hallway. No holy water remaining, leave that alone. Ow. She needs healing. Right. Fight or no fight? No fight. Let's take one more hallway.
Cruel machinations spring to life with a singular purpose.
Let's not take one more hallway.
A spark without kindling
And we
is a goal without hope.
We do have some healing skills on the crew, and we might find some food somewhere, so half is okay. We do have healing skills, right? We don't. I am a fool. Well, that shall do then. Could have been more. Oh well. So first of all, Hound's Watch. So we won't lose her like the last time, but we're going to be losing her some other way, I'm sure. And Stand Tall. And then Therapy Dog. can't do anything with that one remaining one, can we? We can abandon hope, but that's not going to be of much value. We got pretty many hunger events, which is unfortunate.
Victory.
We should be able to see this thing through. They got stun, 100% stun resistance, so ain't helping. Just kill them all. Right, so Hound's Rush. Let's try to get a good heal out. Right, I'm now much less concerned about her, since one hit's not going to return the mortality debuff straight away. Let's heal her some more. In the stress department just as well. Alright. Alright. Now I'm believing in my chances again. We can take one hunger event if it comes to that.
As victories mount,
two, though,
so
not
too will
really.
resistance.
No touching that without holy water. On we go. Reynold, tell me what's in there. Stress. Well, it's a find.
Mechanical hazards, possessed by evil intent.
What's this then? Altar of Light. I think we could just holy water for this, but this does something, doesn't it? So you now got more damage. Yeah, I'm cool with that. No scouting, no other effects. But we got surprised enemies. So we could well start off with a job, or we could just get on killing them, since we kill if we hit. The Arbalist fellow is going to be more difficult to get to, but that pull should fix that problem for us. And this Bayonet Jab is not really a powerful attack. We can take that fellow out of the game. They got 2 attacks in a row, but that's okay. We can drop a heal on Reynold. A self-heal on Rosart. And now just whack them out of the game. Not taking move stones, I am not.
Or is
this
it merely
is skeleton keys, but we cannot really return back, since for the simple reason that we don't have the food for it. Well, Reynold, since we've been using you for purposes such as the last one, let's take that entry with us. We won't be needing that single food item, will we? Right, skeletons guarding a chest. And we miss our opener. This is starting to feel like a recurring theme, and I'm not liking it. Oh well.
How quickly the tide turns.
We can at least say that we are pretty good off when it comes to stress. Good kill, more likely to kill. Go for it. Yeah, we get 1 stress deal out of the game. We should have probably gone for the Arbalest still. Stun the swordsman. Less damage to worry about is less damage to worry about. Now try and take the Arbalest out. We can't, that's fine, but we are going to be needing to heal the healer.
The wounds of war can be healed, but never hidden.
Now then it would be for the wicked attack on the front row. And And smite on the second. And the hound shall take care of the rest.
This
This
expedition at least
food.
promises success.
That it is. Can we do much with 2 food alone? Well, more than with the dog treats. We don't have keys for this, so let's just check the chest on its own. Won't
The
be
light,
the final
the promise of
torch, I
safety.
think. No room battle in the final one. No, the hallway seems to have something. But let's get the value that we can get. Sounds like a fair idea to me. Should have put it on Reynold. They cannot heal themselves, but... Well, they can, but for very little at a time. Since we cleared them out that efficiently.
Triumphant pride precipitates a dizzying fall.
A trap, but we can deal with that now. Here we have
Glittering gold,
busts.
trinkets and baubles. Paid for in blood.
And now this room won't have a fight, that I know. It's empty. Time to return home.
Room by room, hall by hall, we reclaim what is ours.
We didn't use a single shovel, which was unexpected. And we could have used more food, which was also unexpected. It's not good that I don't expect these sort of things. Now, Reynold has also reached level 3. And here we have second wind on Venoi, but not much else on anyone.
A fresh irritant to some. A sanguine memory to me.
The sanguine memory on the ancestors starting to annoy me a bit. Ah, Saloon got a good one. I think we should be heading to the Courtyard soonish. Marillac, Man-at-Arms, Ruins Explorer, Robust though Night Blind. Tough to say if that's what we are looking for, but we don't have a Man-at-Arms, and we have... Sort by class, would you? We have males here who we are not going to be using as far as I know.
The task ahead is terrible, and weakness cannot
So
be
let's
tolerated.
pick up the Man-at-Arms since we don't have one yet. So the heroes by level and see... It's for antiquarians, which we do not have. What's here? Man-at-Arms. Protection, critical. I actually think that would be fairly good. Especially with the second one, but... let's build the unit that we found effective last time. Ah yes, Reynold does not want to burn the hives, so that's out of the picture. Nor does Saloon. Well, we can always figure out something else. Durandal... Yeah, Durandal can go. As can Lily. Then who will we have supporting the duo? Oh, we are not taking Fee Camp again. And we are going to be needing the better armor
In the end,
available.
every plan relies upon a strong arm and tempered steel.
And we could get the furnace available just as well. So if we are taking Durandal and Lily, so from Sinner's flesh to lacerated flesh, well, alright. I'm going to be needing the healer from the stagecoach, Brimo. Do we have anyone who we could dispose of? Well, we haven't got much use out of Ventry. I think Ventry could go, but I'm also not sure if level 0 guys should be heading to the courtyard. Ficamp, I think it's up to you again. Sorry about that, friend, but such are things. You are needed. And then for the final spot, we could have Warbadon and the Tetanus, but that doesn't seem sane. Can't have War Gun with these people. Wearables? Yeah, actually, Wearables seems like a legitimate choice here. So let's prepare these people for the courtyard. So Durandal's got everything, Lily's got everything, Wearables shall have everything, Ficamp shall also have everything. As well as the guild upgrades for what they will be doing there. Yeah, Reign of Sorrows shall be taught. Since I am using it. Will you be taking this dress? You are wearing 2 hoods now. Luck with that. So will we be transferring things to you? We could, so it would give efficiency with removing anything. I've heard they do bleed ya over there, which would actually make perfect sense. If they're supposedly drinking your blood. So what would we get by this? 2% more protection, 1% more death blow resistance. Well, since I'm still not sure, I don't think I'd do that. Well, wearables. Flashing daggers, yes. Poison darts, yes. Toxin dagger, yes. Dagger of Fate. Well, Fate can stun things if you've been shuffled. And since this can hit lots of things, I think the Fate's more valuable here. And then Ficamp. You'll be serving us in the last spot, and this party does not use marks either. This looks fairly reasonable. Still don't think a weakening curse is of that much value though. But let's try this courtyard thing out. Since we've paid for the content and all that. So Les will be needing some food on a short journey. We'll take a bit more for the healing purposes if need be. Torches, 8 should be a fair amount. Then bandages for the sufferer. Yeah, that... Am I really taking 4 bandages? I am taking 4 bandages, it's happening. That's good. Oh yeah, and the shovels. How many shovels? A holy water for curios. I hope there's something I can use it on. I'll have 3 shovels. It's a short one after all, even though I've heard it's a bit longer than a short one usually. This should be fine.
The courtyard and gardens surrounding the manor were once a point of pride for the diligent custodians I employed. Great banquets and lavish social affairs were hosted here under the stars. Despite the expectation of propriety normally ascribed to those in our position, we mocked the stoic melancholy of the moss-covered fountains and cherubic statues, our salacious trysts half hidden in the hedgerows, our morality slipping ever deeper into the mud.
No morality,
Soaked and
no
sinking,
dignity.
these stone terraces and sprawling gardens were the site of long-forgotten revelry and well-remembered regret.
Hold up. What's this? What? What? Have I been tricked? Worrisome. This is a skeleton, a heap of peculiar bones and dusty sinew. Looks sharp. Bandages? Looks like it. Find some things to kill, you say? Well, these... they are things. That much I can promise you. A manservant and a supplicant. So you cause stress, move, and mark. I guess that would mean you might do damage. Gather the blood. Ain't no blood in my inventory, I'm afraid. Let's take care of the stress dealer first. And try to rid ourselves of this supplicant just as well.
Unforgiving.
I think we did.
As the fiend falls, a faint hope blossoms.
Well, they were collecting the blood, and that's what we found. The next room's a quest location. And a fight. That's a sycophant. Well, flashing daggers can get some value now, so let's go for it. And punish. They got less bleed resistance, let's go there. That's lethal, actually. Oh, a stress dealer. Let's get you out of there.
Slowly. Gently.
Guess not.
This is how
I'll get you closer to the front, so we can get you out of there. Let's heal.
Their formation is broken.
That one out.
Maintain the offensive.
Ew. But first, you got healing mechanics, do you? That's a lot of blight resistance. Well, might go to supplicant then. But if that's what it's going to be like, I don't like what this is looking like. It might have gotten stronger from drinking the blood, and it has been causing us stress. Heal yourself or something, I don't know. And you continue on queuing.
Confidence surges as the enemy crumbles.
Yeah, since these things seem quite blight resistant.
As victories mount, so too will resistance.
Better go for the throwing dagger then, I guess. brag quest item here. That's one of the guest objectives down. And this is a mere curio. Blood flowers. The soil is soaked with half-blooded blood. The soil, it hints at using a shovel. I've seen one obstacle so far. Let's prepare for another.
Hats laden with loot are often low on
That's
supplies.
slippery boots. More dodge, less move resistance. You can carry them. Right, this is an interesting place, I'll have to admit. So this is probing cocoon, shifting bulging organs hide behind translucent walls. Looks a bit like the last one. Might burn it. Who wants to burn things? If it gives some stress benefit, might as well. Yeah, his healing benefit would have been better on the leper, but how would that? I was expecting more on the loot side, but guess that works. A hallway battle should not demand a dodge for the accuracy boost. Let's get to work then.
A decisive pummeling.
That's one decisive pummeling right there. We've effectively got a kill in our hands. Stop bleeding.
Annihilated.
Yup, that's the fight. That's the fight done.
Foolish horrors. Brought low and driven
This
into the mud.
Blightstone has seen better things. Now we'll be seeing this obstacle here and taking it down. So where to now? Next room with curio. Got a ton of torches, might as well burn one for a fight. On the other hand, I have no idea how big this place ends up being
Impressive.
by the end of this business.
Continue the onslaught.
Few hits those two,
Destroy
might
them all.
want to do that. Bit of a heal there. And then the hue I spoke of.
Give them no quarter.
Didn't hit that strike. So now the thing is that she cannot hit anyone at all. Which is sort of awkward. But the blight darts, on the other hand, were not of much use in the first place.
Remind yourself that overconfidence is a slow
I
and
can run without
insidious killer.
citering. These used bandages, so can't carry that. Haven't found any use for the herbs. The other hand, do I think I'll find more onyx? It's a bit unlikely, but herbs are going first. Still need the money. Hunger strikes, and oh yeah, we got a tapeworm on Lily, so that's one less meal for us. That was the stress relief thing. I think we'll be heading up. Was waiting for multiple rooms to appear. We yet to see them bleed anything. Sure. Right. That looks like a quest objective to me. So you got more protection. Well, there you go. Have a dagger. And, well, have a weakening curse as well. While we are at it. Could as well punish you for doing that thing. Well, we got rid of it. The Crimson Curse. One of your heroes has the Crimson Curse. The curse is not like other diseases, it can't be cured normally in the sanitarium. The only way to give it away is with the blood. There may be other ways to cure it. Well, that's the curse then. It's the curse the material spoke of. So what does it do? Less stun resistance, less blight resistance, less bleed resistance, less maximum HP, more speed. And it's got multiple stages or something?
Decimated.
Guess we'll be seeing. At least we have the blood. And we got more onyx actually. Let's burn this one down. And we should have a curio ahead of us. Whatever this is, it certainly needs some holy water. I guessed it. For a stress heal. Alright. Well, since we've now taken care of the up direction, might as well head to the right next. Go through them in the clockwise order. So that's what I thought of earlier. And that's a room battle, so could burn a torch. Doesn't look too impressive actually. Well, they just cancelled out the first guard. I've seen smarter moves happen. So you're bursting from the man that's already cursed. That's fine, I believe. And let's get rid of this one if we can. And the artillery here should do something, and the Q should have, if it had hit, cleared out the front rows. Well, they are marked now. I could technically remove the mark with the Suffer. On the other hand, I could also attack. So that should be killing the manservant.
Great is the weapon that cuts on its own.
So what can we do here? We can heal the healer.
A death
Probably
I
ending up
choose.
worse. Well, heal takes care of the rest.
Seize this momentum. Push on to the task's end.
That's a longer walk through here. Let's prepare for the room fight. We could end up hitting another obstacle, so I'm not too interested in burning a shovel on that one. What are you? And there's the other obstacle, before the quest location. Mysterious figure, not fully human, not fully insect, kneels on the ground. Do you want the blood?
Finding the stuff is only the first test. Now it must be carried
Plague
home.
Doctor can have more disease resistance, not too interesting. Bounty Hunter can have more speed, not too interesting. Well, let's prepare for a room fight, shall we?
A hideous mutation. Unnatural and abhorrent.
Well, ancestors, I happen to agree with you there. It's got a fair bit of resistances, but we should be able to get to it. It's also powerful, so Toxin Trickery should be a good move for us. And you're a bit hurt, so heal yourself. And you can hit it with Intimidate, but not much else, so you hit it with Intimidate then. Start throwing daggers at it or something, I don't know, wearables. I don't like that move, I don't like that move at all. But now Punish can hit them, so let's start let's get that bleed stacking going. That's much more agreeable a move. The forced movement might get annoying with the leper, but well, if they cannot hit them now, they might as well just move forward back to their spot. More daggers. More punishment. They're going underwater. What are they getting? More dodge. Alright, alright. Well, you can get your own heal out soonish. So let's try to put more weakening curse on them. An interesting move.
And improvement.
But now they are at the front, so the lepers getting to work.
And now the true test. Hold
you
fast.
are at the death's
Or
door,
expire.
are you? Well, surprise! You are not. And you can just refresh your Toxin Trickery. Don't drag my healer about, that's rude. Get back to your spot if you can. Are you getting back to death's door again? Well, you can hit them this time, so hit them. And you still cannot hit them, which is sort of unfortunate. And these bulrushes and cattails, they don't do anything and they are absolutely not hitable at all. So I guess it's more Toxin Trickery then. Not dead, that's good. Heal the healer while you are at it.
Confusion. Nerves.
And you may heal the flagellant, so they might get some damage in again. Well, we can get back to beating on this thing. Whatever it is. And now it's in a spot where the throwing daggers can hit it again. So that's good. Didn't pull the leper to the front. Speaking of the leper, give him a little bit of heal. Don't like this Swarming Corruption move, really.
The the will to fight.
We've almost got our healer stressing out. But it looks like this fight will be over soon, just as well. Not much HP remains, so they're going to be bleeding to death soon. Well, not then. Well, yes, we are returning back to hit it very hard strategy. It's 2 now.
Dizzying blow to body and brain.
The healer's at death's door, and they are hopeless. Right. Have we got food in our backpack, so let's just try to end this. So what do we have?
Success so clearly in
Subject
view.
40 notes for the
Or is
plague
it merely
doctor.
a trick of the light?
More HP and more disease resistance. We should be able to toss something for it. Let's say the scouting whistle can go. And you can have 2 of the food. We'll need the rest in case someone in the group gets the idea of eating. Like this. And if we get a hunger attack, we'll be needing to... There's a trap. Can barely see it, but I can see it. 110, you do that. Would have thought the grave robber was an expert on such matters. Oh yeah, get the default formation and let's give this on. Let's give the honors to the flagellant.
The maddening whine of multitudinous wings
And we've
abates.
yet
Let us hope
explored
that's the
that
end of things.
place. So we've got one fine gentleman with the curse here, which unfortunately happens to be our second healer. And we need to be recruiting more of the healing sort soon. Since we've... well...
The requirements of survival cannot be met on an empty stomach.
Now it's getting difficult. I don't want to risk fee camp for this one place, so I guess that's going to be it.
In those younger years, my home was a hive of unbridled hedonism. A roiling apiary where instinct and impulse were indulged with wild abandon. A bewitching predator slipped in amidst the swarm of tittering sycophants. Though outwardly urbane, I could sense in her a mocking thirst. Driven half-mad by cloying vulgarity, I plotted to rid myself of this lurking threat in a grand display of sadistic sport. But as the moment of murder drew nigh, the gibbous moon revealed her inhuman desires in all their stultifying hideousness.
Well... that was something. That sure was something. So how are you people faring? You're Warren Scrounger. You are Diurnal Lurker. Right.
These swarming fiends carry a pernicious plague. A sickness so virulent, so insidious. It is more a curse than a mere disease.
So while the hamlet has been restored to a livable level of degeneracy once more, the dispersal of the pestilence to the surrounding environments is inevitable. So now we are going to be facing those creatures outside. Well, for better or worse, we've initiated a Crimson Court. And we've got a person cursed. Well, next week we'll be seeing where that leads. But prior to that, I'm both glad and horrified. Well, not really horrified, but disgruntled. That place was different. I've got to grow used to it.